We are at Occidental College for the Small Schools City Championship for girls volleyball for 2007. It doesn't get any better either. It's #1 Northridge Academy, the Pumas, with a perfect 16-0 record against last year's champions, Elizabeth's Bulldogs, the #2 seed, trying to repeat as the champion indeed. I'm Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play once again with Will Reinhardt, who is a champion in his own right. His team from Verdugo Hills won the Invitational crown. And Will, we got a good one going
here.
Right,
baby.
Okay. I knew he was going to brag, and he'd brag early. This is an intriguing matchup. Northridge unbeaten, and we all know about Elias Gomez's team at Elizabeth.
And I think, we're going to see a better team this year, Randy, than we saw last year. I mean, it's not just going to be a replay. Brenda Salas is a year smarter, a year better. She's coming off an injury, but she's excited and she's hungry.
Let's talk about Brenda Salas. She is the setter. She's the ignition key for the Bulldogs. She's an outstanding setter.
Well, I mean, the thing is, she's really the motor. You know how I feel about setters. Every team setter to me is the most important player on the team. And when you have one who's a leader like Brenda, I mean, you're just absolutely in heaven. And I know Eli, he feels very strongly about her. She can put the ball wherever he wants, and she's like the general on the court.
Yeah, a veteran hitter for her to go to is Amber Fuentes, who's been around for some championships.
And Fuentes brings that experience here. I think if we're going to be looking ahead here before the match begins, yes, we got a lot of athleticism on the Northridge side, but the Elizabeth side, they've got that experience. So we'll look forward to that.
You talk about setters. How about Nicole Nakshakarian? She will get it going. #26, she'll spread it around to some very good hitters for this team from Northridge.
Well, and Nakshakarian, I mean, she's in this beautiful position to have such an athletic team. She puts it up high, and she knows she's going to get kills. So she has the confidence as a setter to put it up against any one of the blockers for Elizabeth.
And her #1 hitter is #11, Samantha Seals. Everybody talks about her, a dynamic player at the net.
This is what's so exciting about the small schools, Randy. A player like Samantha Seals is adding an entirely new dimension to the small schools and making them more competitive than ever. She is a really athletic, outstanding hitter.
We are set for the championship of the small schools. Elizabeth trying to defend its crown against an upstart program, Northridge Academy, and Northridge is undefeated and ranked #1. Let's go to the action. Elizabeth knocked off Northridge in the semifinals last year, and 3 straight games on their way to the title. So it's revenge time for Northridge Academy. The Pumas in their blue uniforms, the royal blue and black. And Nicole Nakshakarian will serve, 5'5" senior, perhaps the best all-around player, and is outstanding for this team. From Northridge in the service era, not the way you want to start.
Well, being in this situation, and I talked to my girls earlier about this, these girls have got to know the same thing. The first 10 points or so, there's a lot of energy, a lot of nerves. You got to get through that.
Amber Fuentes. Good tough serve. And Adrian Graves struggled to handle it, and a quick 2 points for Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's going to take us a little bit of time here, maybe, like I said, a few plays to find out what's going on, because they're, especially Northridge, so nervous at this point.
And again, this team from Elizabeth, they've won 2 championships in a row. They won at the invitational level 2 years ago, and then last year they captured the inaugural small schools division. And some miscommunication there. And you can't have that and a point given away by Elizabeth.
Yeah, and Myra Perez, I think she just had a little mental lapse. It was supposed to be to the outside. She misread. So, again, nerves, Randy, in the early going here.
Keisha Brown serving.
You want the libero taking the ball right there. So, I mean, that should have been Jessica Salas, and unfortunately her older sister got a little bit excited there, tried to jump in and take it, and there's the error.
Yeah, that's Brenda's little sister, the freshman 5-footer, Jessica Salas. 2-2 tie. An erratic beginning to this one. Seals. That's what Samantha can do right in the middle. Just so good, so dynamic, so long.
Well, and that's the key. As you see her, she gets a little bit of a hook on this, no call, but regardless, I mean, if they get the pass down on serve receive, Seals can be tough to stop.
Another overpass, and with Seals there, you got to be very careful. That one won't clear, and 4 straight points for top-seeded Northridge Academy.
Yeah, but we can't tell anything yet. Again, Northridge, Elizabeth, they're both just really nervous right now. So the Bulldogs and Pumas will settle, and then we'll see what they're both really about.
Ozzie Badee in her second year, guiding this program, doing a great job for Northridge Academy. That won't serve as long. Jessica Magdaleno is in, number 7 for Elizabeth. Opposite side hitter, junior, 16 years of age. Seals pops that one long. And we're even at 4 apiece.
Be interested to see how she hits the bad balls. I mean, right there, the set was off. She swung hard and then just drove it out of bounds. She's got to be able to get a cut shot on there.
This team from Northridge, Will, in 16 matches has only lost 3 games. There's a lift, and it's in a lead now for Elizabeth, 5-4. But you know, it's interesting. They don't even lose games at Northridge Academy.
You know, that's true. And as we see Seals getting blocked there, reaction, she wasn't able to not lift it. But who's their competition? They haven't played in Elizabeth Street yet. So now they're being tested. And I even talked to that with their head coach. She's felt the same way.
Elizabeth Learning Center leading 5-4. Opening game, best 3 of 5. And double contact on Magdaleno. And we're even once again at 5 up. There's Donna Hess, speaking of up, she's our up official. Working with the umpire, King Lee. Spike winner from Norma Perez, the sister of Myra Perez. How much of an advantage is it really, Will, for Elizabeth Learning Center to have won here a couple years in a row?
Oh, confidence-wise, it's huge. I mean, they know what to expect, all the pageantry. It gives them a huge edge.
So this first game would be one you would think Northridge would have to work through. And Seals goes right through the defense and ties it at 6. She is a load for any team to try to handle.
I tell you, if Northridge loses game 1, it's not that huge of a concern because they're nervous. If they were to win game 1, that's big trouble for Elizabeth.
And again, Northridge Academy in 16 matches has only lost 3 games. Spike winner there for Jeanette Melendez. Junior middle blocker. Her hitting has improved this year, and she showcased it right there. And Bryant can't convert from the backcourt, hitting it into the net.
But now I think we're going to start to see from both teams, as we go into timeout here, what they're really about. They'll start to settle down and find their groove, both sides.
Yeah, Ozzie Badee in her second year, forced to call that timeout.
You know, if I could say something else too, as we're looking at the huddle there for Elizabeth, having Elias Gomez as the coach, it absolutely gives you an advantage. I mean, he's got a program built down there that's been successful over the years, not just in the championship years. On the other side, you know, you get the youth, the invigoration of Ozzie, but you know, Ozzie Badee is in her second year. The program is in its second year, and that, even when you have good talent, that can be a lot to handle.
Ozzie's done a nice job there. She's in the middle, blue shirt, counseling her team, and has some help from Tom Shedd, who works with the junior varsity team as well. But it's basically Ozzie's team, Ozzie Badee, and to go 16-0, there's a good look at her. And just 25 years of age, she's building it, and she's doing it quickly.
Hey, and I'll tell you, she came across as very confident. She wasn't overwhelmed in the slightest by this situation.
Seals with that run up from the deep court, kills it. You gotta believe with Samantha Seals on that side for Northridge, she will keep them in throughout.
Well, and we haven't even seen her really tag a ball yet. I mean, this is an offset and just a mental error by Salas, but wait till she gets one on top of the net with no block. She's gonna make you feel it.
Graves serving. contacts. That didn't clear for Amber Fuentes. Another point for Northridge. We're even at 8 apiece.
Well, neither coach can be too happy at this point. I mean, so far these teams are looking very shaky, and I know they're going to try and get through that butterflies thing soon here.
It's all about character counting. This is the city finals. Good sportsmanship always displayed at the volleyball championships. Violation, a carry on the Northridge Academy team, so the lead goes back to Elizabeth. But you see great sportsmanship and great camaraderie in these finals in girls volleyball.
Jeanette Melendez there into the net. Unforced error. I mean, the ball looked like it was going out of bounds. Coach Gomez not going to be happy about that.
Yesenia Mora, number 21, designated to play in the back row for Elizabeth, has come in. As Moore serves for Northridge in a 9-9 deadlock. Not Shakarian, that setter playing in the front row. That one's driven into the corner for a winner with the left hand by Seals.
With the left hand. As she caught the line, I mean, a nice attack for her.
Well, as you see in the middle, not Shakarian, 26. The setter playing in that front row as a blocker. How unusual is that?
It is unusual, but clearly they feel she's such a good player. They want her to get as many touches as possible and block up the middle, then slide over to make her sets. You don't see it often, but in their case, I think it's actually a good way to run their offense.
Yeah, Ozzy Badi told us she has so much confidence at number 26 to block up there and do the job. 10 is the draw. Melendez serving. Block at the net. Good job up front by Northridge. Brown and also Nakshakarian.
Yeah, and you see this nice little solo here, Nakshakarian. That's why she's there. Booyah! Oh, man. Good block.
And Nakshakarian has given her team the lead.
Guess who's front row? Samantha Seals.
It's always a good sign for Northridge. Jessica Perez misfires from the deep court. And Northridge up to a 2-point advantage.
Well, you know, I was talking to Eli earlier, and he said his team has just been so up and down this season. So he may be happy with the talent on the team, but they got to give more consistent effort.
That one's popped wide. And it's a 13-10 lead for the Pumas. The Puma is a Panther. And right now they've leaped to the lead, these Panthers, these Pumas. A 13-10 advantage for the blue and white.
They've really pounced on the Bulldogs, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. They look good. And as you noted, Seals has done some good things, but she hasn't taken over yet. No. And she's capable of doing that.
And let's be fair, this is not hitting lines. I mean, a player, sometimes you walk in a gym and you see a player in hitting lines look like she's an all-city player. But the thing is, it's a 6-player team, and you guys have got to be able to pass, set, move the ball around. You can't just expect one girl to own it for you. So Seals good. She's going to get some kills. I can guarantee you that's going to happen. But she's got 5 other teammates on there at any given time who have got to step up.
Will, coming in, you knew that Seals would do her thing. You were concerned, how would Northridge pass? How would they get her the ball? How would they get the other hitters the ball? So far, what do you think?
They have not been that strong on their passing right now. And if they get that together, they'll be even tougher to beat. They've been shaky so far.
Nakshakarian hits that one into the net, so a free point for Elizabeth.
Yeah, but Elizabeth hasn't been very tight with their pass either, so that's why I say neither coaches can be too thrilled with the way their teams are playing at the moment. But now let's give it some time, see how the game matures.
Good look at Amber Fuentes. Seals tried to throw that one down and missed.
And there you see, and I mentioned it the first time she tried that play, Donna Hess called the lift, and you know she's got to be careful. There is that tendency to want to grab it. Got to smack it down.
Cynthia Gomez will come back and serve.
An official will give that to you if you keep it in front of your shoulders. And right there you saw Seals pulling it from behind her shoulder.
Tremendous dig in the backcourt by Jessica Salas. They couldn't retrieve it, but you had to like the work of number 2, the libero of this team from Elizabeth.
How about that? A freshman on the varsity there. She's laying out. Little sister.
Look at that.
And there goes big sister trying to chase as she runs out of real estate. Oh, boy.
Brown serving. Overpass, Seals. Oh, I thought she put that one away. Also put that one away with the rejection.
That was with authority. Got a smile out of her. See, stuff like that is what gets you into a match. And you see here, the ball's going over. She just swats it right back at you.
I've got Will Reinhardt off our chair here. Run down nicely by the Pumas. Mars and Moore showing good speed in the deep court, and a hitting error on Norma Perez. And it's 16-12 for the Pumas.
Hoping to get the tool there, and Seals is long, but not that long. No touch. Point Pumas.
Keisha Brown serve. Boy, changes all over the court. That one's knocked long, but you have to change and alter your shot when Samantha Seals is up at that net.
Yeah, but see, that time Jessica Salas made a beautiful pass, and then that gives Elizabeth the opportunity to run their offense. So you got to give the libero there all the credit for that play.
Brenda Salas, the leader on and off the court for the Bulldogs. Well, Seals is ambidextrous. She can knock it on that other side with either hand.
Yeah.
And mishandling the ball and knocked Shakarian.
Little deep dish right there. A little pepperoni on that deep dish. She's been pulling it down, and I'm surprised they didn't get called earlier. She better be careful. Keep that ball above her head.
Elizabeth, the defending champions in this bracket. They came out of the Southern League. There's Seals, and that one's long.
Ivy Lewis calling it long. The lines person for today's match.
Here's a comeback by the Bulldogs. They've moved to within one. Opening game. This is the championship of the small schools division. That didn't miss by much.
Not by much.
Ivy had to move out of there in a hurry. That ball was coming at her quickly. Seals. Oh, did she get up? Another point for Elizabeth. They've rallied back here to tie it.
See, I think that's inexperience on Northridge's part. I mean, Seals is front row. You have to do everything possible to get her the ball every time. I mean, she's your money maker. You got to shake your money maker. You know what I'm talking about, right, Randy?
Whatever you say, Will. She has been good so far. There's another hitting error by Northridge as Brown hit it way long off the set, and then Moore had to go get it and missed it, so it's another point, 17-16. Mars and Moore hitting it long. Here's Seals, just able to get that one through.
Yeah.
That breaks the drought. Ties it at 17.
That was the Brokeback Mountain play right there, Randy. They didn't get the penetration they needed.
You've been listening to Phil Jackson too much. Are you about to apologize or what?
Wait for David Stern to give me a call.
Solid setting. Oh, that's a wicked shot down the line by Myra Perez,
Money.
the sophomore. Middle backer last year on the championship team, playing on the outside.
A good-looking player, man. She came up with some authority on that play. Wound back that right arm and crushed it down the line. Look at this smack.
Myra Perez. That gives Elizabeth the lead at 18-17.
Uh-oh.
Seals.
She got the tools.
Tooling it off the block. So even when you get in front of the shot, the power just knocked it off the body, and another point for Northridge.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have 6-footers that are athletic on your team.
Only the second year of the program for Northridge Academy. A Seals ace, and they're back out on top.
That ball ate Salas up. She was not expecting the heat And the heat came.
Elizabeth lost one game in the semis to Fauché. It was number 2 against number 3. It took the Bulldogs 4 games to get through Fauché. Here they're tied at 19 apiece. Late in game 1, there's Donna Hess overseeing matters.
Look, Nicole Nakshakarian, I mean, she absolutely is a great blocker. I mean, she's got some doubles called on these sets.
Ace! That's always the great equalizer in girls volleyball if you can serve tough.
Absolutely, and as you can see, it's getting tight here. So Ozzy Badi, she's going to want to make sure that she talks to girls and settles them down.
20-19 for Elizabeth.
There's a good shot right there. Myra Perez. First with a kill and now with the ace. Nice looking sophomore, I'll tell you. That player, and I'm going to say the other player is Jessica Salas. We're looking at Perez there, but the younger sister, those 2 girls so far have been the 2 to step up for Elizabeth. Not who we highlighted, but nonetheless having some highlights of their own in this game 1.
Small Schools Championship. And of course the Bulldogs, the defending titleists. They knocked off Annenberg in 3 straight games here last year for the Small Schools title.
That's right, Big Daddy Wilkerson on that team.
Yeah, Wilkerson was tremendous, but didn't have enough of a supporting cast, and Annenberg got knocked out in the semis again this year, losing to Northridge Academy. Top 2 seeds in the finals. Another tough serve, netting a point for Elias Gomez's Elizabeth team, and it's 21-19.
And that serve absolutely neutralizes the power of Samantha Seals. I mean, if you can't pass a tough serve, I don't care how good your middle hitter is, it's not going to matter. You're shanking them right and left.
Myra Perez with another good serve. That one's off of Nakshakarian, and another point for the Bulldogs.
Now, this doesn't mean, you know, doom for Northridge, because like I said, I think as the less experienced team, you see the tip there, that they're able to come back. This is a must-win for Elizabeth, though.
Perez serving very, very tough. And Seals gets a winner from the deep court.
Yeah, I mean, she's been more effective from behind the attack line than in front of it so far.
Well, you go to 25, and as you can see, Elizabeth leading by just 2. Adrian Graves, the opposite side sophomore, serving. Well, it's a critical point here for Northridge in this game, and that's a definite carry on Nakshakarian. Easy play for Donna Hess to call in the chair, and the point gives Elizabeth a bigger lead, a wider margin.
This isn't Chicago. You can't do the deep dish here, okay? I mean, she's got to get her hands above her head and not get that call.
Graves hits it wide. Game point for the Elizabeth Bulldogs. The champions on the verge of capturing game 1.
Let's see how Northridge responds.
Seals with the off-speed shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 16-0 you were talking about, it means nothing right now, because that gave them confidence coming into game 1. But if you lose game 1, like they're about to do, it takes it back to an even status here. They got to claw their way back, the Pumas.
This game is over on the service error. Marzin Moore's serve didn't clear the net. 25-21 for Elizabeth in game 1.
See, and I tell you what, I mean, that's what I'm just saying. This game, I think it tells Northridge, God, you know, our 16-0 is that legit. We haven't played anybody. Their coach knows they didn't have a tough schedule. And it tells Elizabeth, well, you know, we took a good hit from them early on, but we are the defending small school champions. We want to go to state. We want to play for that state tournament, and that gives them a lot of confidence.
Speaking of state, Elizabeth did go to the state tournament last year after beating Annenberg 3-0 in the city final. They lost to San Joaquin Memorial 3-0 in the state, and it is quite a jump up when you go into the state tournament.
Yeah, the level of play is clearly better in some of the other sections at this point. City section has not done very well in volleyball, girls volleyball, in the state tournament. However, you know, every year a team like Elizabeth Street and Northridge gets better, they're going to be more competitive and hopefully steal one.
I might mention that San Joaquin Memorial team is from the Fresno area that knocked
Central
off
section.
Elizabeth Learning Center last year. But Elias believes he's got a better team this year than last year.
Well, we had a chance to play him early on, so I can attest that his team is very good. I thought they were shaky to start game one, but we saw Perez come through big. We saw the younger Salas, Jessica Salas, make some fine passing and digs, and their experience and their confidence began to take over, I think, as the game wore on. It'll
be interesting to see how the team from Northridge responds in game two, coached by Ozzy Badee, after dropping just their 4th individual game of the year in this, their 17th match.
It still boils down to the fundamentals. And what you got to have right in this situation is you got to have this Northridge team pass the ball better. If they pass the ball better, they can take advantage of their athletic middles, and that'll give them the opportunity to put Elizabeth back on its heels. So their serve receive is crucial right now.
Well, the Pumas are a confident team, coming in undefeated, and they may be stretched a little bit here, but now they know they're in a match. They'll see again how they respond.
And like I said, I mean, when you're young and you don't know what's going on, which is the case for this Northridge team, it's not that big a deal that you lose game one because, you can come back in. You expect to be a little bit tight. If Elizabeth would have lost game one, in my mind, that puts them in a real bad spot because that means Northridge is the better team.
So it'll be interesting here in game two as you take a look at the Pumas, a team that has not been here before. Again, it's a very young program, and they don't have a lot of players, but the players they have are very athletic and very talented. Ozzy Badee always does a great job coaching them up.
But they got to even it up here. This has to be a 1-1 game after game two. If
you don't think they can afford to fall
no,
too
no,
down?
No. If they go down 0-2, it's done. So, and I think that's because of the experience and the talent on Elizabeth, and I think that's because of the nerves and the sort of inexperience for Northridge. They must equalize in this game to push it and have any chance at all.
Yeah, there's been some teams in the city bracket that have come from 2 down
to
win.
How about tonight's finalist, Venice Gondoliers, down 0-2 against the defending city champs, the Toreadors.
Yeah. And they pulled it out.
Yeah, but Venice, that's a different story. That's a proud franchise with a lot of experience, a lot of seniors, great head coach. I mean, I'm not trying to say these guys aren't all that. They have to prove it, though. And I sure wouldn't want to get down 0-2. It's just, I'm sure Alan wasn't too thrilled about being down 0-2. Alan Hunt, the coach of the Venice Gondoliers. Especially not against Armin Mercado, who knows how to win a few matches.
Right, but Armin has dropped some heartbreakers in recent years, and both the boys and the girls side, he has really lost some dramatic matches.
He's got to be still beside himself losing in that semi.
Lost a boys match in the championship last year, one of the great matches we've ever seen, and I was at Northridge, and they lost to Granada Hills. All right, here we go, game two. Elizabeth serving first. Salas setting. Ryan able to run it down nicely for Northridge Academy. And it's hit into the net, directly into the net by Norma Perez.
See, but you can't count on that. I mean, right now, the way that we saw serve receive handled by Northridge, that's very, very disturbing for them. Elizabeth is looking good right now, and they're not going to keep hitting it into the net.
A lot of spin on that serve from Naksha Carry-On. And another hitting error. This one out of the deep court from Jessica Salas, who played on a junior team in Mexico for 2 years. So she has some international experience for Elias Gomez's team.
She's a tough little player. I like her. She looks real good with her pass.
International experience at 14. There's
Viva
Seals
Mexico.
tipping.
Viva Mexico.
That one's long.
See, but we have 3 hitting errors on Elizabeth. Elizabeth will not continue to do that. So right now, Northridge has got to capitalize. Keep pushing this lead. Get it up to 7-1. Get it up to 10-3. They got to push.
Small school division, 1,250 students or less. These teams, not a lot of students there, but as you can see, good athletic ability. Both campuses have talent. Another point.
Boy, just what the doctor ordered for the Pumas. 4-0 start, gets them right back into it. I mean, that's exactly what they need to happen here. And this error is just so uncharacteristic for Elizabeth.
Naksha Carry-On doing a nice job serving. And that one's going to sail just a tad long.
Can't do that. You've got to keep the ball in play. Tough break right there.
She doesn't seem too bothered by it. A good start nonetheless for Northridge Academy. Down a game. Amber Fuentes back behind the line. For a moment, I thought she might jump serve that one. Well, she didn't, though. She just hit the normal floater. Seals has an opening and puts it away. The kill for Samantha Seals, the 5'8" senior middle blocker.
Well, you got to get her to warm up here. She's got a nice little attack on this one, a back set, clean rip. Still no power there.
Averages 12 kills a match. Seals roofed it.
That's what I'm talking about, Randy. See, I paid good money to get in here. I want to see the thunder, the power. Look at Seals there, number 11. Ooh.
This is lightning quick. This is what
You
this
don't
is.
bring that in there. Are you kidding? That's Samantha Seals right there.
You don't challenge the great ones.
She's good.
Got a chicken wing up there for Seals. Myra Perez couldn't drive it through, or tried to, though. Back set is beautiful. That was nicely done by Naksha Carry-On. Seals didn't put that one away, though. Free ball for the Bulldogs. Good rally. And again, Elizabeth, breakdown in the back court, miscommunications. Cynthia Gomez and Jessica Heredia running into one another.
See, and there's your 7-1 right there. I told you, Northridge got to get that 7-1, 10-3. There's a timeout. Seals here, able to make it work. A passing error for the Bulldogs. No way you're getting that one back.
And some life in that huddle now for Northridge Academy. The Pumas, they're a happier group at this moment.
They had to have this. They had to have this. Now, they haven't won game 2 by any stretch of the imagination, but they had to start this way. This is going to give them that feeling of, hey, we can do this, girls. We're okay. They're getting up all the Seals where it's supposed to be going. She's getting some kills. Still, we haven't seen the big power. I mean, we've seen her block, but we got to see that thunder from the right arm.
You know, you talk so much about how smooth Elizabeth is, but in this second game, so far, Northridge making all the passes, converting all the shots. They've been very much in rhythm.
Yeah, but I say again, you know, we saw, 4 consecutive hitting errors out of Elizabeth, a passing error on the last play. It's still right now Elizabeth choking more than it is Northridge, but they're starting to feel it.
That's a strong word. That service into the net and a free point for Elizabeth.
Hey, I saw a couple of them coughing on their way to the sidelines.
Choking, though?
Well, I mean, these are easy plays. I mean, these girls in practice make these plays 10 times out of 10, so how do you explain it?
The pressure of the finals as Brenda Salas serves.
That is a choke. Are you telling me that Jessica Salas, who I've been talking up, can't make that pass? She can make that in her sleep. She just had a, I don't know, a little brain fart or something there. So they got to stop with that, get back on their usual rhythm.
8-2. Favor of Northridge Academy. That one's pushed wide. And right now, Elizabeth is in a funk. They're struggling. And I'm just saying, Northridge Academy playing very smooth volleyball. Hey. Just getting the ball on the other side and let Elizabeth make the mistakes.
Someone's doing what Elizabeth's doing. Your job is to get out of the way and let them do it. Right now, that's what they're doing.
Moore went up strong. There's a kill finally for Elizabeth.
Oh, a bailout. Kashay Brown reaching that right arm out. Unfortunately, getting the touch here. I think that ball's going long. Unfortunately, Brown reaches out the last second. Oh, I think it was out. Well, good for Elizabeth.
Jessica Salas serving. 4 Jessicas on this Elizabeth team. Very popular name, and 3 different girls by the name of Perez. There she is, Samantha Seals dominating.
See, I don't understand why you run the middle there. I mean, Elizabeth has very good outside hitters. Go outside. You shouldn't be trying to challenge Seals here. You should be trying to get away from her.
Violation on Elizabeth. The lead is 11-3.
Yeah,
Dominant performance in game 2 by the #1 ranked team.
Elizabeth doesn't want to let this thing get out of hand here.
Another hitting error. Boy, they just can't clear the net. Melendez misses there.
Elizabeth is just self-destructing right now. I mean, Northridge is doing a good job, but it's more Elizabeth falling apart at the moment.
Great serve by Samantha Seals. Moore. They look around, no touch. She hit it out. Point Elizabeth.
And you saw Samantha Seals on that last one, getting the D-ball, getting that set off a slide attack. Here you see the ball sailing out of bounds. Close to a touch, but nothing.
Ira Perez with the strong serve. And a breakdown by Northridge Academy.
But the breakdown is a result of the poor pass on serve receive. This is where I feel, you got a great server right near Myra Perez, who's got power. She can get Elizabeth in right back to herself, get them up to 8-12, 9-12. They're back in the match.
Shakarian on 2. That was a very intelligent play.
Yeah, and very fortunate because she didn't have an opportunity to set it, but she used her size, presence of mind, and she absolutely just gets a very fortuitous play right there. Bulldogs not ready for it.
Salas and Perez nearly collided going for that ball. Shakarian again, putting it in the right spot in the corner. She has eyes in the back of her head.
Hey, it's smart, again, the pass wasn't there. She's front row, knock it deep and see what the opponent's gonna do. She already knows Elizabeth has been tanking it in the second game. I give her credit.
Here comes Seals. They're not afraid to set her anywhere on the court. Moore with a wonderful up. Here comes Moore. Tipping, covered nicely by the Dogs. Seals runs it down. Bryant can't get it back on the other side. Point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Aaron Bryant had a chance there, but the ball just got tangled up on her. Northridge with a commanding lead right here. Elizabeth better answer. Here's that play again, and she just gets tangled up trying to save it.
But look how quick Seals is with those long strides to cover the court like that. Boy, is she athletic. That one's hit wide, a hitting error.
Well, and I tell you what, the way we just saw her hit out of the back row, man, I keep setting her back there. That was probably her best attack so far from the back row. Give it back to her.
Close to a throw there on Melendez. There's Amber Fuentes. We have a net violation.
You know what, and I'll tell you what, they didn't call that because it looked more like she was setting the ball. It didn't look like she was getting the ball caught in her hands on a block attempt. And because it looked like a set, they gave her the finger action. They gave her a little bit of that extended touch.
Hey, Elizabeth's coming back here, 8-14. They're not out of this game, but they can't stop Seals. Will, you're right on target with that one. They set her even in the deep court, and she answers again.
Look at that, Seals right there. Looks like she was kissed by a rose. I mean, it was absolutely a great play right there.
The Samantha Seals of approval.
That's right, that's right.
Mars and Moore serving. On the line. Amber Fuentes, and the Bulldogs need everything right now. They're way back here in game 2 after
this is a great place
game 1, 25-21.
Great place to put the ball. I mean, down the line, she catches it by a good foot. Impossible to defend that.
Oh, that might have been long. It's going to end up being a service ace.
Might have been long.
I'm trying to give Graves the benefit of the doubt.
You got to check the prescription on your contacts there.
They're right here, babe. I got these glasses right here.
That ball was, oh my goodness.
And guess what? Elizabeth back to within 5. They're holding their composure after a rocky start in this game, too. Fuentes dug by Moore. Here comes Moore. Marzen couldn't put that one away. Aaron Bryant with the kill. Little Kobe, they call her.
Hey, she needed that for her confidence, you know. I mean, she was looking for something to get her going here. And here's Bryant reaching high for the ball. Takes the off speed. Oh, yeah. Nice job.
That was a big hit for Northridge Academy with Elizabeth making a push. Randy Roosevelt, Will Reinhardt. We're at Occidental College. This is the small schools championship match. Elizabeth getting a service ace from Nakshakarian. She's been very good. And Northridge pulling away here in game 2 after Elizabeth won game 1.
Nakshakarian, you know, she's cooking with Crisco. Look at that serve, baby. Ace.
Elizabeth in trouble in game 2. Seals blocking again up at the net.
Oh.
Net violation on the Pumas. Point for the Dogs.
Yeah, Seals, when she turned after the ball went over her head, I think her back somehow got into the net. So it's unfortunate for her.
Cynthia Gomez has played some basketball. Elizabeth is serving. Oh, another net violation. This one is going against Elizabeth, and it was Norma Perez that was draped all over the net.
Those balls can be so tempting. It's an easy overpass, the dream play, and then boom, you follow through on the net.
12-team tournament in the small schools. Both these teams received byes in the opening round. Won their 2 matches to get here. Title tilt. Salas trying to knock it home from the deep court, and does! Jessica Salas.
What does she go, about 4'11"? Grip and rip, no fear. I love freshmen,
no. She
right?
told me she's 5 feet even.
No, she is not.
Jessica Salas is 5 feet even.
She's 4'11" at the most.
She told me
in
5
heels,
feet.
she's 5 feet.
18-12. Well, the battle of 18-12 is now 19-12 for Northridge as Seals scores again.
I mean, if you're not going to her, what are you thinking? And I mean, I appreciate that Bryant had a nice little kill earlier on, but they went outside last time. Go middle. Seals is tough. She's your money, baby.
Bryant with an orthodox serve, but a winner.
Close to a serving error. She almost steps on the end line. Watch that toe, sweetie.
Elias Gomez and Elizabeth call timeout. Down 20-12. Northridge closing in on game 2, looking to tie the match, squared up at a game apiece.
And if you're Ozzy Badie right here, you've got to be talking to your team about closing out, about playing good, solid, side-out volleyball, because it's going to take a huge run for the Bulldogs to get back in this game. And so you just got to stop the big run. You can trade points and you'll win. Just don't give up the big run.
Are you impressed with the rally in game 2 by Northridge Academy?
Well, they clearly, both teams clearly picked it up in the last couple of plays here. Early in game 2, I just think it was a case of still a lot of error-prone kind of play, especially for Elizabeth. But in the last 5-10 points here, both teams have picked it up. I think ever since that last time out when Seals got one going, that swing, I mean, the energy, you noted it, and it really lifted both of them. I think that the quality here is a lot better at this moment.
Oh, Elizabeth, a rocky start in game 2, made a lot of hitting errors. Just didn't seem to be on the same page, and the credit of Northridge Academy, the Pumas took control of the game, and Aaron Bryant's about to serve and try to build on that 2012 advantage. Another mistake. Another into the net for Elizabeth, and a point for Northridge. They lead 21-12. It looks very good for the Academy in game 2. Salas runs it down. Perez bumps it over. Nakshakarian to Seals. Seals again. We have a net violation.
Left hand, she followed through on the net. But how about that play? Jessica Salas, man, she really did a great job getting that free ball.
Well, that's a point that Elizabeth desperately needed and got.
Huge.
And we have a net violation. What happened there? Myra Perez was trying to save the ball, try to get it up high enough to get it over the net. She ran into the net, number one.
So tough to keep your balance. That was a tight wire act, and she just had almost no chance to stay out of it.
She will serve as Northridge Academy is just about home free here in game two. Graves hits that one wildly long.
See, that's the thing, and this is where, you know, they are home free because you're down 22-14, and it's a side-out game. All you've got to be able to do, you don't have to score any more points on serve. You side out 3 times, it's done. So it's a great position for Northridge.
Good look at Myra Perez. Good depth on that serve. Seals is everywhere. Carry on, not should carry on. Now, if you're Northridge Academy, you got to still concentrate here. You don't want to let Elizabeth back into this game.
And see, I don't think the problem is this game. I think the problem is you're going to get confidence for Elizabeth for the rest of the match. That's why you want to shut the hammer down right now.
You want to send a message.
Correct.
Fuentes can't put it
Gotta
away.
Put this down.
Moore spanks that one long. Another point for Elizabeth. And Northridge Academy struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, that ball was to infinity and beyond. A little Buzz Lightyear action there.
16 serving 22, and another good serve. And another point.
You take time out right here. You got to take time out.
It might be a pretty good idea.
Yeah. You take time out because even though you have the point spread in your favor, you don't want to give Elizabeth momentum.
Oh, Ozzie Badiz right next to us, about 15 feet to our right.
Should I give her a tap on the shoulder?
Well, she says play on. Perez with a big-time serve as we go back to action. Elizabeth is building confidence. They're within 5. Salas passing to Fuentes. Still can't put the ball down. Everything run through Seals for Northridge Academy. And a hitting error from Fuentes. And that is something that Northridge Academy desperately needed, a point to get to 23.
They want to end this game quickly because it's pretty clear that Elizabeth is starting to build some confidence and momentum for game 3.
Jessica Perez, 13, has entered for the Elizabeth Learning Center Bulldogs. Adrian Graves serving. That should carry on. And Brenda Salas able to dig it. Back set. Again, Northridge Academy not able to put it away. Looks like Brown would have a good look at it. Here's Seals. That one's hit very, very long.
But I like the idea, though. You know, you got to go to your money player. Seals is going to deliver for you more times than not. She hits that one long, but hey, I go right back to her.
But Elizabeth closing that gap down. Magdaleno's done an excellent job serving here. Fuentes, Amber Fuentes.
You know what, though? It's going to be highly, highly improbable for Elizabeth to take this game, but what they're doing is positioning themselves fantastically for game 3.
Magdaleno again serving. Magdaleno with the dig. Fuentes hit it too strong. Point, Northridge Academy.
See, even right now, you see Elizabeth is getting 2 for 1 every time, but they were so far down in a hole, 2 for 1's not good enough. You have to have a run, and that's why this is game point for Northridge. It should be 24, game point.
Yeah, the scoreboard's incorrect. It should be 24-19. They gave the point to the wrong team.
He's getting it set up right now. There you go, game point.
Elizabeth has an extra point on the board. It should be 24-19. Northridge Academy is looking for that final point to end the game. Bryant had the swing for it. Here's Fuentes tipping it over. There's a point for Elizabeth. They do get to 20.
Yeah, Northridge just gotta hold their composure. Again, one side out. They end the game here. One side out.
Jeanette Melendez serving, trying to keep Elizabeth in the game. Again, Elizabeth won the first game. Seals looking to finish it off. Not yet. Great dig by Melendez. Salas setting. Again, Fuentes forced to just hit it on the other side of the net. Seals didn't clear the net. Point for Elizabeth. It's 24-21.
The key here, don't panic if you're Northridge. Remind yourself, it's a one-play situation. Make this the play.
Jeanette Melendez, she has a jump serve, but she'll stay on the ground with that serve. Wants to make sure she keeps it in the court at game point. Bryant, can Northridge Academy end it here? They're struggling to finish this game off.
Here you go, this is it.
Bryant hitting down the line, not yet. Nakshakarian, got it! Game for the Pumas. They've split games, both at 25-21.
You see the expression on Nicole Nakshakarian's face? She was relieved. She knew that they had blown a huge lead, but hey, you'll take it. Here it is. Just the athletic ability of that setter slash middle.
Nakshakarian, so they'll carry on with a 1-1 draw as we go to game 3. And the hug from Adrian Graves.
That is corny stuff. Nakshakarian, so they'll carry. Boy.
You're not going to evaluate my lingo, are you?
No, that's okay. Look, but she's a little bit drained after.
You know, I like her. I mean, she's always involved. She's a setter that's moving. You know, she's thinking out there, a couple times able to hit it on two and score some points for her team.
She looks like the team leader out there. I mean, we heard all this talk about Seals, who obviously is a performer, but you know, I said from the beginning, from the start, it's your setter, man. Nakshakarian is the setter. She is the motor. Every team's got to have one, and that's the Pumas motor right there.
Well, the Pumas are relieved to be back in a draw here at 1 game apiece. Best out of 5, so just make it a best out of 3 now. There's Elias Gomez. There he is, the veteran coach, 9 years on campus.
See, this is why I like Elizabeth in this match. That man right there. He's got the confidence. You know, he's got the swagger. He knows what's going to happen next. He's already figured it out. He's been here, done that, and he's comfortable. He knows his team played horribly in game 2, and yet, as you pointed out, they almost stole that game.
Well, they played horribly at the beginning of the game.
Right.
They got better and better and better as the game went on.
No doubt. So he's not going to let it happen again, and that's, you know, advantage Elizabeth. It was a must-have game for the Pumas. They don't win that game, it's over. Probably 3-0. And so now we got a match, but I still like Elizabeth's position.
2 25-21 games that are split. Very competitive in the small schools division. Last year we saw an absolute sweep by Elizabeth, running Annenberg out of the building, but it's not the same this year. Randy Rosenbaum and the feisty Will Reinhardt, the head coach of the champions from the invitational bracket, the Dons of Verdugo Hills, and I know you're proud of winning the invitational title.
Yes, are you kidding? We had a great time earlier this afternoon, and we're very happy to bring a trophy back to Verdugo Hills again.
And happy birthday. You'll be officially an old man tomorrow.
I know, yeah, that's right. I got the early birthday present with the early victory today, and so very pleased, excited for the school, excited for the girls.
Look at the camera. This guy's going to be 38 tomorrow.
Hey, you know.
That's pretty good for his age.
I got the gray hair coming in, too. It's scary.
Congratulations again on winning the title, and looking on here on the small schools division, and so far so good. And again, it's the swing game. I know you were in the same position in the invitational, splitting the first 2. Once you get that 3rd game and you go up 2-1, it's a real advantage.
Yeah, but I felt very similar in our match to the way I think Elizabeth should be feeling right now. I feel like Elizabeth has got the superior team. There's obviously some talent on the Northridge side. They do belong to be here. But I think that the team that that Elizabeth has right now is what's going to carry them through to the match victory. They're not relying on 1 or 2 girls. They got girls all over the place that can step up. I mean, that libero is just terrific. You got Perez, the sophomore. You got Salas. I mean, so many places to go for them.
And so much tradition for Elizabeth. Again, the Invitational champions in 05. And then when the small schools division was born last year, they won the crown. There's a look at Northridge Academy's #1. And down the line and in for the Bulldogs.
What a difference a pass makes. I mean, you know, you get the clean pass right here on serve receive. Salas, perfect. I still disagree with attacking the middle, but it worked out for him there. I think Seals is too dangerous.
Fuentes with the serve into the net. We're tied at 1.
You don't want to follow up a momentum type of kill they just had with a serve like that one. I'm sure that Amber would like to have it back, but hey, time for a side out here.
Cynthia Gomez, the defensive specialist, into the backcourt for the Bulldogs. Keisha Brown serving an ace. Keisha Brown. Already he's been a 2-year starter, opposite side hitter. Really hits the slide well for.
You get a look there at Cynthia Gomez, who just made that passing error. Move those feet quickly, honey. You'll be okay.
Brown hits that slide, although we haven't seen her do it in this match to this point. Melendez with quite a drive for a winner. Jeanette Melendez, the junior.
Confidence building kill there for Melendez and the Bulldogs. Now here comes the captain, Salas. She's got the ball in her hand. She's got to do some good jobs here on the serve.
You really like Brenda Salas. She's tough, she's smart. Member of a couple championship teams already. Seals punching that one over. Seals.
Yeah.
On the net, though.
They called her over. No.
Boy, again, though, Will, you see her athletic ability, her athleticism.
Yeah, but you can see her on the replay. She reaches on the other side of the net. You can't do that.
And she also got the net going down.
Yeah.
She hit the net.
Frustrating.
3-2, Elizabeth leading. They're the #2 seed. Northridge Academy, the top seed. So these are the squads that were supposed to get here. The seeding committee got it right. That block is wide. And a kill for Myra Perez, the 5'7" sophomore outside hitter.
See, I like this better. They're going outside. That means that you're going to have Seals move more, and that's where you get the tool.
Brenda Salas serving yet again. And a service winner.
Boy, Salas on cue. She's the captain. She needs to step up with the big serves. And look at her go. She's absolutely delivering at a key moment. This is the decisive third game right here.
Well, she had 15 aces coming in. She's added to that total today. But that serve is wide.
Well, unfortunate there. I mean, she was doing a nice job building them into a nice position. Now it's 5-3. Make up for it with a good pass, Brenda.
Aaron Bryant. 3.5 grade point average for Aaron Bryant. A lot of good students out there, and she has an ace. And you can see here in this game, again, how quickly the serving can change games around.
And you know, you see a serve like this, it's so bad it's good. You know, did you see her, like she had a stutter
wait a minute,
step.
she planned it that way.
She had a stutter step, almost didn't even get over the net, and gets the ace nonetheless.
That one's a mistake. Lead is 2 for the Bulldogs.
Her technique on serve needs some work. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way.
You're the coach. Melendez with a deep run up on the jumper. She got it.
You've been waiting for that serve.
I have. She knew she had it in her arsenal.
Look at this.
Right on target, right in the deep court.
That's not fair.
7-4. Another one. Right at Bryant. Another winner.
You know what I like about this? Is this is a team deciding we're going to take this game. Being aggressive. Now you got the other team taking timeouts. Salas, first of all, Melendez, I mean, these girls are now stepping up and saying, we're taking this game.
Ozzy Badee forced to call timeout. 8-4, the advantage for Elizabeth, the Bulldogs. Small schools, championship at stake, best 3 out of 5. You could see an elated
Because you know what? It feels
Jeanette
good.
Melendez.
It feels good to play to win, and Melendez is doing that right now. She's not playing to not lose. She's playing to win, and so that's where she has the confidence to be aggressive. Her coach gives her the green light. Go get me an ace.
Well, Melendez, he's just jumped 2 for winners as Ozzy yells out encouragement to her team. Won't jump serve this time and hit it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I say you stay with the jump serve. She just got 2 aces off of it.
Well, you get tired serving that ace in that jump serve format,
These
don't
girls
you?
are 16 years old. They don't get tired, okay? It doesn't. 16-year-olds don't get tired.
I'm trying to protect her. You really don't think they get winded at all?
Have you ever seen Elias Gomez's conditioning program? I mean, Schwarzenegger couldn't handle it.
And nobody can handle that attack from the middle from Norma Perez. She's so shy, very shy young lady is Norma Perez, but she lets her game do the talking. Number 5.
Off speed, little teardrop.
Yeah, Myra Perez serving. That one is bumped in. That's a point.
Oh my goodness.
You got to know the dimensions of the court, don't you?
You don't want to say freshman mistake, but I mean, come on. It's that close. Gotta play it just in case. Oh.
You know, great tennis players know when the balls are in and out. They know exactly the dimensions of the court. And as a back row specialist, you got to know when to play them and not to play them.
Yeah, but she's such a tough player, too. I know she'd like to have that one back.
Oh, what a serve by Graves. Oh, that's exactly what the Pumas needed. And Adrian Graves, a terrific serve. And the Pumas back to within 2 as they try to fight back in game 3. See if Graves can do it again. Here comes Fuentes, played by Bryant. That one was touched. That's a winner in the middle for Norma Perez.
Yeah, big play there. You can hear Coach Gomez yelling to his girls, hit the corners, hit the corners. She rips it down the middle, but she gets bailed out by the touch there. Wow, huge play.
10-7. Now 10-8 as the miss serve from Jessica Magdaleno.
I'm surprised. I mean, Elizabeth, if you ask me, they had everything going their way right here, and they're letting Northridge hang around. That's a big, big mistake. You don't want to.
This is a undefeated Pumas team.
But they're clearly the underdog in this situation.
I don't know. They're serving tough. They're back to within 1. A terrific serve by Marzen Moore.
Now, they've been playing like the underdog. Elizabeth has been playing like the champion, but you let an underdog hang around. Ask Oregon about that with Arizona.
Well, first of all, we have a tie match right now. It's 10-10 in game 3, a set apiece. There's no question the Bulldogs are the champions, but this is a talent and very close-knit Northridge Academy team.
I like it when you call them the Academy. It's almost like they're, West Point
Like
or
Air Force.
Annapolis. Yeah, the Academy. That's nice stuff.
Well, they are, the Northridge Academy. There's another tough serve. Guess what? They're leading. I just like the direction of their program and what Ozzy's doing over there.
No doubt about it. No, I mean, are you kidding? Second year in the championship? They've done a great job.
Remember, they got swept by Elizabeth last year, so it's obviously a different story this year. That one mangled by Nakshikarian.
Nakshikarian, she's not really a jump setter. I don't know why she felt the need to jump in that situation. She's done it a couple times when she had to, but there she could have stayed planted and just popped it out.
Right in the middle of game 3, we're dead even, but now a tough serve by Elizabeth. And it was Jessica Salas
Yeah, we had all ones on the board there, you know, 1-1, 11-11.
They call Jessica Salas the Secretary of Defense. She's serving. Let's see if the ball comes back, if she can track everything down. Mishandling the ball on Elizabeth. We're even at a dozen. Boy, they're exchanging points. A hotly contested game 3.
See, and this is it. I mean, especially for Northridge. If Elizabeth takes game 3, it's done. Northridge has got to have this game.
Well, you keep trying to put a nail in the coffin of the academy.
I like the champs, man. They look like an experienced team and the team that can handle this.
I don't doubt that they can't handle it, but I think you're underselling Northridge Academy. They're very talented. Bryant tipping, covered nicely by the Dogs. Fuentes with a sharp angle spike. Salas trying to get it. Can't. Give the winner to Seals.
I have no doubt about the talent over there at Northridge. I just think that Elizabeth also has talent and experience.
Timeout Elizabeth after another Seals kill.
See, and the one thing is there's really nobody on Elizabeth who's got the size of Seals. So it's been unfortunate that Northridge hasn't been able to better utilize her, and their passing hasn't been quite where it needs to be.
There he is, the man, Elias Gomez, former baseball player at Salesian High School in Southern California.
He's tough too. You know, I'm glad they're called the Bulldogs because Elias is a Bulldog. He's a tough kind of Bulldog guy.
He looks like a Bulldog.
He is a Bulldog type of, you know. I wouldn't want to fight with him.
Just gave us a glare. He's into it.
He's intense, is he?
Yeah, we wanted more microphone and talk to us during the match. Get that microphone out of here. Nicest guy you'd ever want to meet, but he's in a big-time match now.
Yeah.
There's Elias Gomez, very much into it. 9th year of Elizabeth. Brown hitting it deep into the corner. That's spanked outside the boundary. A miss hit there by Elizabeth as Jessica Perez went wide with it.
Well, you are correct. This is starting to line up and take the direction that the Northridge Pumas want. They got to get separation here. It's 12-14. They can't give it back. They got to get that separation.
Here's the jumper by Naksha Carry-On. Mars and Moore from the deep court played nicely by the Bulldogs. And Fuentes is blocked. What a job, brilliantly by Keisha Brown. Oh, what a play by Brown.
You know, but inexcusable that there isn't coverage there. I mean, the court is wide open on the block. Where are the Bulldogs defending?
Naksha Carry-On again to the jump serve. Net violation on Salas, another point. For the blue and white, that is Northridge Academy.
That was an anticipation call. There was no net on that play. The ball went into the net. Unfortunate break there for Elizabeth.
I like the way Naksha Carry-On is serving though. Really keeping the Bulldogs off balance. Here comes Seals. And another point for the Pumas. Puma power.
Northridge has got to do it this way to give themselves a chance. They've got to get this kind of separation, which they're now starting to get. Nice play by Samantha Seals.
Here's Naksha Carry-On with another good serve, a jump floater. Jessica Salas attacking from the deep court. Seals tipped that one into the net. Boy, they had it set up though.
She should have gone with the power. I think she regrets that choice, but yeah, she's kind of mad at herself. She should have just swung at the ball. Tried to get cute with the tip shot, and it goes in the net. Big play there for Elizabeth. They had to restore order a little bit.
Here's Cynthia Gomez. Serving it just a shade long. Boy, that missed by about a hair.
Not by much. Tough, tough break. Probably the correct call, but boy, let's see. Yeah, just a shade, maybe. Oh, not even the width of the ball.
Oh, they get it right back, does Elizabeth. The service miscue by Keisha Brown.
Here comes Salas. This is what they need. The junior, the captain.
Brenda Salas is a junior, 5'2". Adrian Graves misfires.
I don't know how. I mean, I'll give Donna Hess credit on this, and that this setter's a nightmare because she's this deep dish setter. Sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's not. But that last one, boy, that looked like a lift to me.
Seals, her athletic ability saved her. She wanted to hit it with the right hand. Coming back the other way, she hit it over with the left hand. Now she'll hit it with the right, and she gets it cross court and in the court for a winner, Samantha Seals.
One of the better swings for her this evening. You know, she hasn't had a lot of free opportunities to really just swing away, and here's the chance, and she makes the most of it.
Perfectly placed. Erin Bryant serving. The swing game, we're tied at a game apiece. And another point off to Erin Bryant. Ace serve.
Well, Northridge has got to make this stand up. They got a 5-point lead with 5 to go. They have got to make it stand up.
Timeout, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs 11-4 on the year. Reeling a little bit here in game 3.
Look, there's a berth to the State of California Volleyball Championship Tournament on the line here. So Eli Gomez, he knows it's got to be done.
There's assistant coach of this very fine Elizabeth program, Adriana Hostos. And she had a very difficult offseason. Right before the season began, her young son, 3-year-old Rodolfo, passed away from heart failure, and has to be just a heartbreaking situation for her and the entire team. It really affected the club for the first week or so of the season. They really didn't want to play volleyball, and you can understand that. And somehow this team has bounced back, and they have dedicated the season to the lost young man.
That's just a remarkable bit of courage by her to just want to get up in the morning after something like that, and got to really feel for anyone who loses a child.
Still has a smile on her face, and they all wear the patch with Rodolfo's name. It's really a tribute to everyone that they wear that patch, and they're proud. They love the young man, and he was around, even at 3, around the volleyball team. Here's Seals swinging away. Mars and Moore can't put it down. Salas just pushes it back on the other side. Double contact on the setter. Of course, the outstanding Nicole Nakshakarian, the 5'5" senior, who is an excellent blocker, maybe the best all-around player on the team, but she made an error there. 16 serving 20. And the Bulldogs get a point closer.
You know what set that up was the lift call on the previous play. She decided to let it go into the net so she could bump it out, and that ended up costing because it usually doesn't come out of the net on that trajectory.
Linda's serve, a good serve. Free ball here. Good setup for Elizabeth. Gomez with a nice stick. Oh, and a winner, a spike winner for Myra Perez with authority.
Boy, did the Bulldogs need that. Perez ripping a cross-court winner.
Grip it and rip it. 18 serving 20. That serve is long.
See, this is still anybody's game right here. Yeah, it's a 3-point lead for Northridge, but you get a feeling now that Elizabeth is getting more aggressive. And now you see Seals in the back row. Are they going to go to her in the back row, or are they going to try somebody else in the front?
Samantha's serve at 21-18. They go to her in the backcourt, and she cannot clear the net, so that's a point for Elizabeth.
I mean, you got to want to think that they're going to go to her, but you can't just give her any ball to hit. I mean, it's got to be something that she can reach. That one puts it into the tape.
Boy, those serves are just damaging Elizabeth's chances. That one was hit wide by Myra Perez, and those mistakes are starting to take their toll on the Bulldogs.
Well, they'll have no one to blame but themselves because they're right now positioned to win it. They got to control those serves.
Fuentes on the run up, got it through. A kill for number 23, Amber Fuentes, the 5'6" and 3/4 inch. She told me, senior, 5'6" and 3/4. She wanted to be set.
Jessica Magdaleno with the bump serve assist. Bump assist.
Seals backing up to play that one. They're in trouble here, and that's out. And it's a 1-point game.
See, I think this is decisive for Northridge. Not so much for Elizabeth, but it's decisive for Northridge. If they don't win this, I think they lose the match.
Well, you are opinionated. That's your job. You're assisting on this one. The analytical color provided by Will Reinhardt. Big rally here. Bryant on the run-up. It's a 22-21 lead for Northridge. But they win this rally, and it's 23-21.
See, I'm not afraid to take a risk on those opinions, and that's exactly what these players have got to take it. Don't be afraid of taking a risk.
Mars and Moore serve it. That's too deep, or is it? It's on the line! Oh, was that close? And Ivy Lewis said, yeah, it hit the back of the line. Game point for the Academy.
That was out of play. We don't catch it with a camera, unfortunately, but
it looked long, I
thought.
It
was a couple inches out. Tough call.
Mars and Moore with another serve. Could Northridge Academy wrap up game 3 right here? There's a chance. Elizabeth just hanging on in this game. Bryant really wants the ball, but she can't put it away. Point Bulldogs.
You know, it looks like Northridge is in some trouble. I mean, Elizabeth is in some trouble here, but gosh, they definitely put themselves in that situation.
Jessica Salskin has to keep it in play. Service error would cost the team the game for the defending champions. Fuentes, knowing that, just plays it on the other side, wants to be safe. Seals throws that one into the net. It's a 1-point game.
You see that throw again. See, now both teams are getting tight. The one girl sets the ball over the net. You see Seals there grabbing it with her paw, kind of clawing it. I mean, you know, the winner is the one who's going to be aggressive here, not tentative.
23 serving 24. Third game point for Northridge Academy. Bulldogs showing heart, character, and intestinal fortitude. Bryant again. Jessica Salas from the deep court. Retrieved by Nakshikarian. And Moore just bumps it over. Free ball. We're tied. 24 all. How about that? 3 game points, all wiped clean. They're erased. How about this connection right in the middle to tie up the game? Melendez with the kill.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a great play from an experienced player, and they just caught Seal out of position there. She reaches, she pays the price. Seal's looking a little disappointed at the moment. See, that look on that face right there, that's what tells me that Elizabeth is in command here. Because Northridge hasn't been in this tight kind of a situation before. Do they believe in themselves? We're going to find out.
She's just relaxed, that's all, Will.
She doesn't look relaxed to me.
She looks tight. She's shown leadership skills.
She looks concerned.
Encouraging her setter, not should carry on.
She does not look confident. She looks concerned. Let's see what happens. This is the play right here. Who's going to get that 25th point first?
Here's Jessica Salas, the Secretary of Defense, serving. Got to win by 2. Fuentes to the 25th point of this game will not win it. Still alive. Melendez again, got it. Jeanette Melendez coming up huge, giving Elizabeth the lead 25-24. They were down 24-21 and they've rallied.
Great play by Melendez there. But look at the faces on Northridge. I mean, they are concerned. They are desperate at this point.
Solid serve. Pressure all on the Northridge Academy right now. Seals from the deep court. Couldn't put it down. Fuentes, she's retrieved. It goes to Bryant. Right now, Elizabeth airtight defensively until that attack from the deep court is missed by Jessica Salas. No need to hide, Jessica. You're playing well. It's a hitting error. We're even at 25.
Oh, freshman. Boy, oh boy. That's
probably tried to do too much.
Yeah, she wanted it, but she just ran out of gas there. Tough server here.
Actually carry on with that jump serve. Passed well, though, by the Dogs. Melendez, and it's up and off the basketball court and still alive. That hit the top of the basket. They have a basketball rim up above, and that kept it in play. And that spike is wide. Game point number 2 for Elizabeth.
Well, they say cats have 9 lives. The Pumas probably just using one on that crazy play off the top of the backboard. Here we go, game point, game 3.
Amber Fuentes serving. She has a terrific serve. Co-captain, 2-year starter. See what Amber can do. Wide, just missed it. She went for the ace and missed. Tied at 26. Free volleyball for everyone in this third game. We're extra here as we go above 25. You see, she went for the winner and missed it.
You see, now you know why I have some gray hair coming in here. These players drive you nuts.
Another good serve, ace. Game point for Northridge Academy. Tough serve by Brown. Keisha Brown. See if Northridge Academy can win the game. What a game this has been, number 3. They'll have a swing for it. Well, they'll just bump it back over. Trouble for Elizabeth. And a lift. The game to Northridge Academy.
It's a good
28-26.
It's a good call. You know, I mean, Donna had swallowed her whistle a couple of times on some of these calls, but you know what? You got to make the call. You want the players to decide it, but look, there's clearly a lift there. It's the correct call. She doesn't like it. Brenda doesn't want that call made, but it is the correct call. But you know what? This is not the end of the world for Elizabeth. It was a must-win game for Northridge. In my
To your assistants to help you out, Will,
no,
at Verdugo Hills.
I definitely rely on my assistants, Eric Lamano, Kirsten Gupilon. I've had some great fortune there to have former players come back and become top-notch assistants, and it helps at a moment like this. This is what you don't want to see for Elizabeth. The last little shot there, you saw the young freshman. That's Jessica Salas, who was in tears. I mean, she's got to move on, and hopefully her sister will be able to settle her down. A lot of volleyball left to be played here for both teams.
Small Schools Championship. We're at Occidental College. Beautiful campus, wonderful setting right by Eagle Rock, right by the Rose Bowl. And every year we're here for the championships of girls volleyball. I'm Randy Roseman. Glad you're on hand. Wave at the camera, Will Reinhardt. It has been fun so far. What a ball game we got going. And what a third set, 28-26, as Will continues to brag about winning the Invitational Championship in 2007. You won it in 03, and that was great talent. This was just good coaching in 07, right?
You cannot win a game without talent.
No, it was all coaching. Huh?
No, are you kidding? Sometimes I feel like they win despite me. I don't know. But we were so proud of our girls. These girls want to be in that same spot right now.
It's just a great day of volleyball at Occidental. The city section should really be commended. Barbara Figge, Dr. Cheryl Barkovich, who's closing in on the end of her brilliant career, Johnny Gary, Vicky Lagos, Trent Cornelius, Gloria Jupe, Bob Thompson, and Stephanie Blinn all put this thing together, all do a great job.
And Cheryl Barkovich has just been great for girls volleyball. Like you said, her last year, we really thank all the efforts she's put together for us.
Yeah, very instrumental in helping us with all our telecasts, too. Melendez hits that one wide off the tape and out. So the first point of game 4 goes to top-seeded Northridge Academy. I can't underscore that enough. Not only are they going for a title, not only are they the top seed, they are undefeated. Northridge net tied at 1.
I like Knox Shakarion's idea of really being aggressive with her serve. I mean, we saw the same thing out of Melendez. You just get so much more life into your team when you're aggressive like that.
Cynthia Gomez serving. Elizabeth has to be careful with Seals in that front court, getting it up over her. Seals ran into the net.
Yeah, a little aggressive there. The jersey counts as net. I don't think Seals even felt it, but her jersey did cause the net to move, and King made the correct call.
King Lee is the down official. And does not get over for Myra Perez, and a point for the Pumas. There's a determined player, though, Myra Perez. Wonderful up by Brown. But we have a lift following the dig. Donna Hess has been busy in the chair, and you can say
it's tough. I mean, the thing is, she's taking it down low like that. If she keeps it on her fingertips, she's okay. But sometimes it drops down into her palms. I mean, she'd be much better served to keep the hands high. She wouldn't get called for nearly as many of those lifts.
Brenda Salas with the serve. Here comes Seals. Seals again, flying over there and stepping out and putting it away. Nice slide by Samantha Seals.
You know, it's really too bad that Samantha Seals is a senior, because you can see she is a super athlete. The problem is, she just doesn't seem to have quite the experience. If you give her one more year, this girl, I mean, she could be Division I material if she kept working our game.
Melendez, so that was close to being out, but Bryant played it, and it's a point and a kill for Melendez. I'm sure Aaron Bryant's thinking, should I have played it, because it was close.
At this point, yes.
She made the right choice, but you can see how deep it is and how close to the back of the line that it is.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to make the decision she made. The thing is, you got to execute. She's got to execute.
Jessica Salas serving with a 1-point lead, down 2 games to 1. Salas blocked. Blocked again. What a performance at the net by Norma Perez. Playing tall. Norma Perez, the middle blocker, 5'9", has learned the game quickly. Solid in every aspect of the contest. She just does everything well.
She was definitely Johnny on the spot for that play.
Another overpass.
Wow. Not quite sure what Myra Perez was thinking there. I mean, she hit the ball into the middle of the net. She's a really talented sophomore.
She was thinking, I'm going to pound it.
Well, sometimes you can swing too hard, I guess.
Seals serve with her team down a point. This time she lets it go, Bryant, and it does hit the line.
You got to feel good for Jessica Salas. I mean, she was so upset after game 3, losing that game by such a close margin. And there she gets the ball to drop in and just catch the line.
Yeah, that was a good call, and Ivy Lewis right there to call it. Ace from Myra Perez.
Terrific movement on that serve. The float was outstanding. You can see, I mean, poor Bryant here. She's absolutely fooled by the float.
Elizabeth has jumped out 7-4 in game 4. Good look at Erin Bryant, who's been so consistent this year. Started the last 2 seasons for the Pumas. But against the tough serving Bulldogs, not an easy job on that back line, is it, Will Reinhardt?
It's not, you know, and I feel bad for Erin Bryant right there. I mean, she got handcuffed by that serve. It had so much movement on it. That's kind of not really fair, is it? Myra Perez can come with the speed and the heat. She can also come with the float.
We have some gondoliers in the building. Of course, Venice will be playing in the championship of the city final. Another match we'll have for you on LA 36. Against top-seeded Palisades, and the Dolphins only lost 1 match this year, and it was to Venice. And you can see they're putting up that prep game of the week for LA 36. That's a good advertisement, huh?
Some nice art right there.
Yeah.
It's like Trent Cornelius, man of many hats, just putting that on there for us.
Pretty good volleyball coach in his day, working for the city section. Did a great job with the manual arts program.
Yeah, and he was a great basketball coach, too.
He had the Toilers playing some big-time volleyball. Stephanie Farrell.
Stephanie Farrell, outstanding talent. Hardest hitter I've seen of any girls volleyball player in my dozen years.
Playing at the University of Hawaii currently. One is hit long. Magdaleno had a good look, but just went wide with the shot.
She's trying to get a winner there. She was a little off balance. The ball didn't get the rotation it needed to drop in. No topspin on that hit.
Adrian Gray, just a sophomore, just a 10th grader playing in this championship tilt. And Fuentes bombing away, tooling it off the block. What an attack by Amber Fuentes.
Good communication and teamwork by the Bulldogs. Once that ball gets blocked, you can see Brenda Salas screaming, out, 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 out. Saves her team a point.
Ace. 9-5, and Erin Bryant's having a difficult time trying to get in front of these serves. And they're firing it right at her, aren't they?
That's what I told you. I mean, yeah, this game obviously is not over, but I just felt like Elizabeth, they could afford to lose game 3. Northridge had to have it.
For the first time, number 9, Veronica Primerano in, a sophomore for Northridge Academy. And Brown misses. Primerano, a back row specialist in there for her passing. See if she can settle this Academy team down, but they're down 10-5 here. We've got a real chance to go 5 games. Here's another ace, and suddenly Elizabeth is on a run.
Yeah, and the body language is all wrong for the Pumas of Northridge Academy. And they right now, they're a step late. They're lunging and reaching for balls.
Moore cuts that one for a winner. Marzen Moore. That was much needed, to say the least, for the Pumas.
Knocks a carry on again, just with that very difficult ball to call, that deep dish set. Donna Hess letting that one go. Worked out well for the Pumas.
Norma Perez hit that one into the net. Of course, Elizabeth, they have the lead here in game 4, but they can't relax. They're down 2-1.
Oh, I don't think they're going to relax.
Hitting error from Mars and Moore. Do you want your hitters hitting out of the back row like that?
Absolutely not. Not in that situation. I mean, what was she going to get out of it anyway? If it went over, it was going to be very diggable. I mean, you just got to try and make the other team pass it.
Oh, that one handcuffed Primerano. Seemed to surprise her. She looked up. By the time she got the ball in her sight, it was on top of her.
But back to your last point, if you're in rhythm, if the ball is a nice set, yeah, take a swing. But when you're out of step like that, you got to be thinking about being careful.
Bryant hitting it deep. Played nicely by Jessica Perez. Yesenia Mora also in that deep court, retrieving balls for Elizabeth. But this one nicely done. Put down by Keisha Brown in front of the line digger.
Boy, it was my birthday tomorrow. I think it's Keisha Brown's today. She got the paintbrush kill. Lucky break for Northridge Academy right there.
Right in front of Jessica Perez. Here's Nakshak Carry-On, who's got that big jump serve. And she served it long.
I don't have a problem with that. It was working for her. It helped get them game 3. So she's being aggressive there. I love it. I mean, it's too bad the ball sailed wide, but that's an error of commission, not an error of omission. And you'll take that any day.
Well, Elizabeth has served mightily in this game 4. Perez spanking it long. Myra with that big swing, but hit it too far. I'll tell you, she's anything but tentative. That is an aggressive outside hitter, Myra Perez.
You are exactly correct, and you like that as a coach. I mean, yeah, she made a hitting error. You know what? Get her the ball right back.
She's tough.
She's tough. She wants the ball right back. Look at that kid. Sophomore, baby. You think, how happy is Elias? He's going to have her and Solace back next year?
So you're going to put them in the finals again, huh?
I won't see why not.
Probably have these two teams again next year.
Yeah, but Seals is a senior.
Yeah, and she hits that one wide. You're right. She's a tremendous loss. But there'll be some talent coming back, no question about it. Mars and Moore is a junior. Graves is a 10th grader.
And the setter's a senior too, so
it's going to be a tough rebuild.
They're going to have to rebuild.
They don't rebuild at Northridge Academy; they reload.
Do they do that? Is that right? After 2 years, they just reload.
Well, it took them 2 years to get here. Why not get here real quick again? (15-10). One hit long.
Take a breath, Elizabeth. Play side-out volleyball. You got a 5-point lead. Just got to keep control. No runs. That's all. No runs.
Gomez swinging away. Seals. Samantha Seals. The big block. Melendez couldn't drive it past her.
Jeanette Melendez is a great player. I don't understand why you want to run the middle against Seals. I think it's just
You've said that, what, 5 or 6 times today?
And I don't understand why they're not going to their wings.
Seals. Seals is everywhere. She's running from antenna to antenna. Moore blocked. Melendez retrieves it. Salas setting. And a kill, the spike winner for Myra Perez.
On the outside. And see, what you said is correct. She's going from antenna to antenna. That's what you want her doing. Tire her out, get her there late, get a tool off her. You go outside, you tool the block, point Elizabeth.
Jessica Salas serving. There's Myra Perez, who just gave Elizabeth a 5-point advantage. Salas.
Look at that.
1 and 2.
Oh my goodness.
What a retrieve by the Dogs, both Salas girls. And a violation on the Pumas. But Salas making great digs.
Oh man,
Watch
what a
this.
recovery.
first it was Jessica. Then it was Brenda.
And the free ball over the net by Cynthia Gomez.
Salas hit it long. No, it was retrieved, and then Seals hit it long.
But I'll tell you what, they're going to look at this tape later on, Northridge, and the setter is correct. Elizabeth netted that play, not the setter on Northridge. But anyway, the call went against them.
Salas serve. Mars and Moore. Ball never cleared. 4 contacts, point Elizabeth. We're going 5, it looks like, Will.
That is
unless
correct.
Northridge rallies
No.
in a big way.
No.
No, I agree. We're going 5.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to have it any other way for the small schools title, would you?
We rarely ever go 3 in these situations, seems like.
We went 3 last year. There's a cross-court winner for the irrepressible Myra Perez.
Exactly my point. It's rare. Last year, I think it was the only time I can recall.
20-11. Myra Perez had some hitting errors, but she's come back on fire.
Yeah, see now there you see right, Seals was trying to overcommit and to take away some of that line. And there you go with Perez cutting the hard angle, getting inside the double block. Smart hitting, smart hitting.
Of course, Elizabeth looking to stretch it into 5, and they got to feel like with their experience, if they can get it to 5,
we're
got a great chance.
We're going 5. Come on, Randy. You know we're going 5.
Well, in case you joined us late, Elizabeth won game 1 25-21, but the Pumas won 25-21 in game 2, but game 3 28-26 for Northridge Academy. But they're behind 8 ball here, 20-11.
And I'll tell you what else. The first 5 points of the final game are decisive for Northridge. Elizabeth can fall behind, but Northridge must get up in game 5.
Jessica Salas continues to serve it. How about that great defense that the Salas sisters just put on Northridge to save that other point? And now an ace for Jessica Salas.
Well, you got to imagine the Salas family must be so proud of their daughters. I mean, they're terrific students, really nice young ladies as you get a chance to talk to them, and outstanding volleyball players.
Another good serve by Jessica. This time Bryant able to pass it. It's a funny game, this volleyball. You know, you would think that coming into game 4, Northridge Academy would have all the rhythm, all the momentum after winning the dramatic game 3, but it's been all Elizabeth in game 4. Salas continues to punch tough serves and fire at Northridge Academy. More trouble, another violation. It's 23-11, and this one is obviously going 5 games.
Elizabeth is the better team, let's just face it. Now, I'm not sure that Northridge isn't going to win, but Elizabeth is the better team, and the chances that Northridge has gotten have been given by Elizabeth. When Elizabeth plays their game, I don't think Northridge can hang with them, undefeated or not.
Pumas 16-0. Salas a tough serve at Gomez in the deep court. Now Cynthia will spank it on the other side. Knox should carry on. Lifted.
It's correct. That's a correct call. I know she doesn't want to make the call. She wants to let the girls decide it, but you can see the ripping motion when she kind of came across her shoulders. This is a lift.
So to you, this is a definite violation?
Definitely. And you can see Donna was like hesitant. She wants to let the girls play. She has to call that. It's a good call.
Myra Perez on game point. She serves it into the net. You can smile when you net one at 24-12 to make it 24-13.
Yeah, but just like earlier we saw this with Northridge, Elizabeth doesn't want to give them a bunch of confidence right now. They want to shut the door, make these guys feel terrible going into game 5.
From the middle, Norma Perez closes it out, 25-13 for Elizabeth.
Just a little tap right here into the corner, little kiss, and nobody home. But I tell you what, see, this is the thing. Elizabeth, you know, when they got down 2-1, they were a game away from elimination. They had the confidence, the experience. Northridge, I'm not sure how they're going to behave. We're going to have to wait and see the first 5 points.
You have a choice of red or green. What would you want?
Well, here we
red
are. There's
the choice.
the
From
junior,
Northridge?
Brenda Salas. She calls.
What color is it? Okay, what do you want?
And looks
Okay,
like
what
Northridge is
side
going
do
to
you
choose
want?
to serve.
This side? Okay,
They
good
stay
luck,
on the
ladies.
same sides. Elizabeth will
Northridge will
receive
be starting on your right.
15 points. Who's going to the state championship?
Who's going to win the city? You know, at this point, you know, it's great to go to the state, but these teams are not the same caliber as some of the other sections, and we, you know, amplified on that earlier. So it's all about winning the city title.
Sure, but it's a thrill no matter how you look at it. The city title's great. I know Elias Gomez, he wants to go back to the state and prove that his team is better than last year's result. You know, they didn't really show up. They'll host, and so there's a lot riding on this. The city championship for small schools and the state playoff berth.
And if Elizabeth could win it, it would be a three-peat. It would be their second consecutive small schools division championship. And keep in mind, in 2005, they won the Invitational Championship.
Well, I mean, you know, that's a credit to Elias Gomez. It's a credit to his players. They got a terrific program over there. Like I said, we played them earlier in the year. I don't look forward to playing them because I know that they're going to be hard on us. I mean, I guess that's just a sign of respect. You know, you play that team, you're in for it. It doesn't matter if you're bigger. It doesn't matter if you're more athletic, like we've seen with Northridge. His team has got a lot of character. The Salas sisters, great coach. You know, they got that East LA attitude, right? Elizabeth Street. I mean, they're tough. They're tough.
Hey, the building's coming alive.
Yeah, well, we got some fans getting excited, huh? Game 5, baby. They're getting their money's worth, aren't they?
And their nerves are a little bit fried, too. It looks like she's got Excedrin headache number what?
She can't bear to watch. Stress.
Tearing her jeans apart. Can't watch it. We can watch it. We can have fun.
Wow. Yeah, well, we can relax now. We're just calling the game.
Well, you got your title. You won the Invitational Championship.
We get to relax for the next year. Thank you.
You going to retire?
You know, I think I got some more life left in me with the girls. The boys, looking at the end of the road coming up. Yeah.
Are you going to coach the boys next year? Or you're not sure?
I might stay on as assistant, but I think my head coaching days, this is my final season, I believe, of head coach.
There are the game scores. We'll keep Will Reinhardt here no matter what. 25-21 split. Then the last two games, 28-26 for Northridge Academy. And Elizabeth easy, 25-13. Here we go, up to 15. That's it. You got to win by 2. Now she carry on to serve first.
Let's watch these first 5 points here. These are crucial.
And the jumper. Long point to Elizabeth.
But I love the decision. You know, you're not going to win by being passive here. It's too bad the ball didn't drop, but I love this. That tells me that she's ready to rock right now. And they got to get Seals with the same mentality.
The perfect season in jeopardy. The #1 ranking. Doesn't mean anything. It's down to 1 game.
Get up, get up.
Seals. Got it. Tied at 1. Samantha Seals.
She's athletic. Ball's on top of the net. No contest.
Hear so often the term they play above the rim. Well,
Great
she
decision.
certainly plays above the net.
Yeah.
Oh, service error by Keisha Brown.
Yeah, Keisha Brown, she's critical right now. A player like her could be the difference in a match. I mean, she's got to have confidence in herself right now.
Brenda Salas, the leader. Was punched over, free ball. Northridge Academy diving all over the place, not really in rhythm there. Brenda Salas will set. Melendez hitting. Graves swinging away and killing it. Adrian Graves.
But how about Seals with the assist? This is the second time I've seen her handle the ball that way. She's got clean hands. Seals with the assist.
Match has lasted 1 hour and 45 minutes. We're into game 5, the 5th and deciding game. And Melendez gives Elizabeth the lead.
Well, the first 5 points have not told us anything. It's just 3-2. So
I thought you said it was going to decide it.
You know, I guess then you have to say the favor goes to Northridge. They're still in it after 5 points.
Elizabeth leading by 1 at 3-2. Now it's a 4-2 lead. I don't know. I just think that Northridge now a little edgy.
Get the ball
Some
back to
nerves
Seals.
creeping in.
Get the ball to Seals. You need a pass. You need to get the ball to Seals, restore order.
Jessica Salas with the serve, right at Bryant. They've attacked Bryant throughout the match, and that one's long, and it's a 3-point lead for Elizabeth, trying to repeat as champions in the small schools division, and smartly off the bench is head coach Ozzie Badee to call timeout.
Well, if we look at the first 7 points, then we can say clearly advantage to Elizabeth. But Badee, she's got her work cut out for her. The quick timeout is the right choice. In my mind, I would have been for sure with her there taking that timeout. She could not afford to let the hemorrhaging continue.
Let's see if we can listen in. Well, she wants her team to get motivated, certainly, and go for the ball. Don't be tentative. 5-2 for Elizabeth.
Big trouble right here. They got to get a side out, Northridge Academy.
How about Jessica Salas serving very well right at Bryant? Well, this is critical for Northridge Academy to win this rally.
Come on, middle.
Comes Seals. She didn't put that one down.
Set it tight.
Seals again. Salas killed it. Jessica Salas, the Secretary of Defense, has become the Secretary of Offense.
Boy, but she got bailed out. That ball was going out of bounds, and Aaron Bryant inexplicably reaching for it. It was clearly going out of bounds.
Salas again. They're just attacking Bryant. Moore with the kill. Marzen Moore. And Northridge Academy had to have that.
Yeah, hit the tape. I mean, crawls over. Very fortunate. Nothing Elizabeth can do about that play.
Seals has to serve tough, and she doesn't.
The hesitation right there on part of Seals, it just shows you mentally where Northridge is at.
The experience has been a factor here in games 4 and 5. Amber Fuentes back on, number 23 for Elizabeth. And Myra Perez serves. Bryant nets that one.
Well, the wheels are starting to come off, Randy. Look at the body language. The girls on the Northridge side, they haven't been tested like this before the way the Bulldogs have been, and they're making silly mistakes.
Elizabeth, the number 2 seed. Out of the Southern League. Northridge Academy from the Valley League. Dig by Perez. Salas bumps it up. So tough right now for Northridge Academy for the Pumas to score any points. Bulldogs digging everything. Bryant's shot just got over. Marzen Moore tipping with the left hand. Outside to Fuentes. Amber Fuentes can't put it away. Long, long rally at 8-3 in game 5. We have a net violation. That one's on number 5, Norma Perez of Elizabeth. It's an 8-4 game.
Crucial rally there for Northridge, obviously. And it started looking like pinball for a little while there. A lot of free balls getting bumped around, but a net violation on the follow-through. Oh, big break.
You know, you look at this Elizabeth team, only 2 seniors on the roster. Shakarian puts it down. Only Amber Fuentes and Cynthia Gomez are seniors. So Elizabeth trying to win back-to-back titles with a very young team.
Knox Shakarian using the athletic ability that we've been talking about all match. Great play.
5 serving 8. That spike attempt by Norma Perez is wide. They're within 2, so Northridge Academy fighting back.
And taking no chances, Elias Gomez says, you know what, let's just take a timeout and settle down. I'm not sure if he needed it right there, but he was being cautious, and I completely understand that and respect that. He just decided, look, you guys, we're not going to let these girls get back in the game. Like I said, looking at this, Elizabeth is the better team. I'm not sure who's going to win, but Elizabeth is the better team. It's just that Northridge has got the inexperience factor, and they have not been good on serve receive, so they haven't been able to take advantage of Seals, who's maybe the strongest player on the court right now. She has not been getting her kills because they're not passing well enough.
2 well-coached teams.
Very well coached. Yeah, I've been very impressed with Ozzy Badie. I mean, she's had a lot of opportunities to lose her composure and just sort of throw up her hands. She has not done that. She's been very together.
Always encouraging her girls.
Yeah, very much so. I think Northridge is lucky to have her. She's
there she is.
all the way
She's always
to the end.
coaching. Yeah, very friendly coaching style, though. Big point here if they can get to within 1. That's what Northridge Academy is trying to do here. Quite a push by the Pumas. Mars and Moore. Spike is long and a point for Elizabeth.
You know, and I want to pick up on that point, too. We have so many male coaches in girls volleyball, not enough female coaches. So when you see someone like Ozzy Badie, it's encouraging.
Magdaleno shoots it on the other side. That one would have been long, and Bryant hit it out of bounds, so it's a point for Elizabeth.
Wow. Wow. You know, I mean, you got to just feel terrible for Bryant right here. Aaron Bryant, I mean, if you're going to make this play, then you have to make this play. The ball clearly out of bounds. She was out of bounds.
10 serving 6. Your heart goes out to Aaron Bryant right now.
Oh, look at that. And
that one's in.
Yeah.
Well, they had to have that. 10-7. Let's take another look at it. She just lost where she was. She was outside the boundary. She was out of bounds.
And your team's got to be yelling at you. It's out, it's out. I don't know. Maybe they didn't hear. Oh, she feels awful right there.
Still a chance to get back in this, though, for the
Go back
Pumas.
to Bryant. Go to Bryant. Let her redeem herself.
She hit that one long. She's trying too hard. You see Noxie Carry-On showing some great leadership. They're just trying to calm Bryant down.
And you got to wonder if Bryant's still thinking about that ball that was going out of bounds. Her coach telling her shake it off. Hopefully she can. This is danger time for Northridge. They do not want to give up another point.
And you got to go to 15 and win by 2. There's a service error by Norma Perez.
Now,
if you're Elizabeth, you don't want to do that. You make life a little easier for Northridge rallying back.
Northridge, you want to try and get 2 points here before you give up another point. 10-11 or tied up 11-11 before Elizabeth scores again.
Well, they have Noxie Carry-On who can serve tough, but she elects just to float it over. Fuentes dug nicely by Noxie Carry-On. Brown tipping. Fuentes kills it. Amber Fuentes. 12-8, Elizabeth.
I tell you what, man, except for that they need Seals to hit the ball, she got the cleanest hands on the entire Northridge team.
How about that attack by Amber Fuentes?
Yeah, just a defensive error there. Adrian Graves out of position and paying the price. Well, this is it. I mean, one more point, and I think it's done. He will not be able to come back from a 13-8 deficit.
Amber Fuentes to serve. Looking to be on her 3rd consecutive championship team. Good serve. It's a great serve. Elizabeth in a position here for the free ball. Melendez kills it. Yeah. Jeanette Melendez, 13-8. Elizabeth in great shape. Timeout, Northridge Academy.
Yeah, Coach Badie, she knows. I mean, she's dead in the water at this point. Down 5 in a rally scoring situation. All Elizabeth needs to do is just get 2 side outs. They don't even have to score on serve again. That's crucial. That's crucial. Looks like it's going to be a repeat championship for Elias Gomez and his Bulldogs. But give credit to Northridge. Look, they were 16-0 coming in. They had never played a team of this caliber this season, and they gave it all the way to game 5. They're not completely dead, but looking very desperate right now.
Elias Gomez, his team is 11-4, 8-2 in a very competitive Southern League that houses some upper division schools.
Yeah, in fact, I think his team is the only small school in that bracket. They got Hollywood and Los Angeles other schools in there. So they're getting competition against schools 2 and 3 times their size in terms of enrollment.
Yeah, enrollment 1250 and under to be in the small schools division. Amber Fuentes 2 points away as she serves. Trying to give Elizabeth Learning Center their 3rd straight championship, one in the invitation, and the first 2 years of the small schools division.
Go to Seals. If you are Northridge, you got to get the ball to Samantha Seals.
That one is out, and the whole bench yelled out, and I think that's a good idea. Another free point for Northridge Academy. It's 13-9, but this is good help from the bench, screaming out. Melendez. We have come to match point at 14-9.
And who's serving? Think about it.
Brenda Salas.
I mean, would you want the ball in anybody else's hands if you're Gomez? Of course not.
Championship point. Melendez swinging away and hit it long, just missed the corner. 14-10. The Pumas still hanging in.
Oh gosh. Aaron Bryant stepping back to serve. Boy, oh boy, this has been a nightmare of a 5th game for her.
Good serve there, though. Outside Perez. It's blocked wide. The championship goes to Elizabeth. The Bulldogs have repeated. Coming from 2 games to 1 down, Elias Gomez's team has rallied back, and it hurts when you come so close.
Wow, what an excitement there. You know, you got a feel for those girls from Northridge. Samantha Seals clearly proved her worth all match long, all season long. Unfortunately, their only loss comes in a very big moment.
They finished 16-1. Elizabeth will go to the state with a 12-4 record. Let's take a look at the championship point for Elizabeth.
Wow, outstanding play right there. You just feel bad because it was a tool, and this is something I was saying all throughout the match. Go outside. Now, you feel bad for Samantha Seals, but that's the right play for Elizabeth. They take it outside to Myra Perez. Seals has got to move to get over there. She's late. The ball goes off her arms. Tool, championship, state playoff for that man.
Well, you said it all along. You were more confident than I was, that Elizabeth would win this match. But Northridge Academy in 2 years, make no mistake about it, they have built a substantial program, and Ozzie Badie is to be commended. Final thoughts from Will Reinhardt.
I'll tell you what, and no disrespect whatsoever to Northridge. I mean, those girls should be proud of their achievements. They're hurting right now, but they should feel very proud of what they've done. But I got to tell you, Elizabeth did not play their best tonight. They still won. I mean, that's a good quality team, Elizabeth, over there. Their 3rd straight title, as you pointed out. They're a good team.
2 in the small schools division, 1 in the invitational crowd. They take home the trophy. There it is. The championship goes to the number 2 seed. That being Elizabeth's Bulldogs. Northridge Pumas in tears. They lose for the first time, and it's tears of joy on the other side. For Will Reinhardt, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. In 5 grueling games, Elizabeth, the Bulldogs, are the champions of the small schools divisions. So long from a beautiful campus, Occidental, and hail to the champions, the Bulldogs of Elizabeth.